Hello, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Let's start. Okay. So we have already covered the circle major part. Okay. And now the last topic of the circle is angle subtended by an arc at a center. Okay. What is the angle that the arc subtend at the center? Okay. So first of all, congruent arc of a circle. Congruent arc of a circle means two arc of a circle of means there are two arcs of the same circle or two arcs of the congruent circles are congruent. Okay, if either of them can be superimposed on the other. Okay, if you can keep the arcs one above another. Okay, so they are congruent. Okay, now congruent arcs corresponding to congruent chords of a circle. Okay, means if the chords are equal. Okay, so if two chords of a circle are equal, then their corresponding arcs are congruent. Okay, and conversely, if two arcs are congruent, then their corresponding chords are equal. Okay, that means if this is a circle, okay, and you have drawn two chords, okay, and these two chords are equal, that means their arc. This is the arc, okay. This arc will also be equal, okay. And if the arc in a circle, if the arc in a circle are equal, this arc and this are equal, that means the chord will also be equal to each other. Okay. Now, angle subtended by an arc of a circle. So, what is the angle that then the arc subtend at the center? Okay. First of all, you understand this that if this is a circle, okay, so this is your arc. Okay, this is the arc. Okay. Now, the angle that is subtended by the circle is this is your arc. Okay, and this one, the smaller one, is called the minor arc and this one is called the major arc. Okay, this is your center. You can say ABR. So this is the angle subtended by the arc. Okay, and this angle is the reflex angle. Okay, this angle is the reflex angle of the same arc. Okay, and this is the angle at center. Okay, by the arc. Understood? Any doubt? Okay, just go through this text. Okay, just read a bit. I'm just coming in one.
Okay, ma'am.
Just okay. So have you read it? What I explained? Understood? Okay. Now, if you're asking about what is the angle subtended by the arc at the center, so that is the angle subtended by the corresponding chord of the circle. Like if you are talking in this figure only, the angle subtended by PQ arc, then the angle subtended by this chord. Okay, chord PQ at the center. This will be the angle subtended at the center. Okay, in the sense that the minor arc subtend the angle and the major arc subtend the reflex angle. Okay, that only I have explained you here that this is the angle subtended at the center and this is the reflex angle of this. Okay, now congruent arcs of circle subtend equal angle at the center. Okay, if the arcs are congruent, means they are of same length. Okay, the arcs are of same length, then they are going to subtend equal angle at the center. Okay, now what is the relationship between the angle subtended by an arc at the center and at a point on the circle? Means anywhere. Okay, see, you can see this is a circle. Okay, now if I'm taking an arc AB, okay, so the angle subtended by AB at center, we are talking about the relationship between the angle subtended by the arc AB at center and at any point of the circle. Any point, you can take any point, but the arc will be the same. Okay, so what will be the angle subtended by this? What is the relation between this? Okay, so here AB is the arc, this is your angle at the center and this is the angle at any point. Any point at a circle means circle के किसी भी point पे, circle के ऊपर कोई भी point आप ले लो, any point in that. Okay, so now we'll study the theorem. Okay, to understand this, that what is the relationship between the angle that are subtended by an arc at the center versus subtended at any point of the circle. Okay, so it is actually the angle subtended at any point of the circle is half the angle subtended at the center. Okay, we'll see the proof here. Now, the theorem. Theorems are very important. You should know the theorems by heart. All the theorems you have to learn by heart. Okay, angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended by it at any point on the remaining part of the circle. Okay, so this is a relationship between the angles. Okay, now when we are talking about the angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended by any point on the remaining part of a circle. So there are three cases that you can see here we can find. Okay, that what is it? Understand? Okay, if we are drawing a circle, if I am telling you, just I have written that the angle you have to, AB is an arc and AB is subtending an angle, and there is another point, okay, on anywhere on the circle. Okay, so we need to find out the relation. So first of all, you are going to make, you can have this. Okay, one is this, AB is an point. Okay, the next one we can see is that AB is a diameter. Okay, AB is a diameter and it is subtending an angle. Okay, actually this is a semi arc. Okay, full half arc. Okay, and the third one that you can see here is the, its diagram is here. It will be the reflex one. Okay, understood? So let's see. These are the three cases that you will see. Now, in every case, it will be same, only little bit difference will be there in the third case. Okay, only little bit difference is there because in the third case, the reflex angle will be taken. Okay, the reflex angle will be taken in third one. Okay, so let's see. So you have understood that what we have to prove, that this angle, I'll name it P, and this is at O. Okay, this is P. Okay, and we are joining this to prove. Okay, you can take it as Q. Understood? Any doubt in this?
No,
Now,
ma'am.
everybody, I think you have learned in the triangle chapter that, and if it is a triangle, this is a triangle. Okay, and if I'm talking about this angle A B C, what will be this angle equal to? It will be equal to the sum of two interior opposite angles. So it will be equal to the sum of angle B and angle C. Yes or no? You remember everybody this?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we are going to apply the same concept here. If you see this OPB, this triangle, so this angle is equal to this angle plus this angle. Am I right? See it properly. This is a triangle. Okay, I have joined PQ. Okay, I have joined actually PO and extended it to Q. Okay, so understood this point? That angle QOB will be equal to, which is I'm using different colors, it is clearly visible to you. And ABC, I'm in a different P, I'm making it. Okay, so this angle,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes,
Now can you explain the triangle once again? This one can you explain?
the triangle one.
Yes, ma'am.
In triangle, the exterior angle, आप किसी भी side से exterior angle निकालोगे, okay, if from any side the exterior angle is equal to the sum of two interior opposite angles. So if you are talking about this exterior angle, so इसके साथ वाला ये है, तो इसके opposite क्या होगा, A और B. So angle A plus angle C आएगा. ठीक है, अगर इस angle की बात करोगे, ठीक है, so आपका क्या आएगा, angle A plus angle B. Okay, so an exterior angle is equal to the sum of two interior opposite angle. Okay, same way अगर ये वाला triangle देखो, इसमें इस figure में देखो, so angle POB is equal to angle OCB plus angle OBC. Yes or no? Okay, now similarly same way this sum. Okay, I'm using again different color. This angle will be equal to this angle plus this angle. Yes or no? Okay, understood. Shazan, Advika, have you understood this?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
So if you have understood till here, so what we are going to do, okay, so now this you can see CO, like yeah, OC and OB are the radius of the circle. OC and OB are the radius of the circle. Okay, this part, ये वाला part और
Yes,
ये
ma'am.
part आपका circle का radius है, it will be equal. Okay, so OB, since OB is equal to OC is equal to OB, therefore आपका it is will be an isosceles triangle. In isosceles triangle, the sides the angle opposite to the equal sides are also equal. So therefore angle OCB is equal to angle OBC. Okay, so you can write directly POB is equal to any one of the angle. Okay, इसका लिखना है, yeah, not any one of the angle. This angle we use that is on any point of the circle, that is OCB. You can write 2 OCB. Okay, understood till here? You see here if you are getting confused.
Ma'am got it.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So now till here I have already explained. Okay. Now OA and OQ are the radius of the circle. So both the angles will be equal. So it will be equal to 2. Okay. Like here I have written. The same thing will be applied for the another triangle also. That is OCA. Okay. Now in triangle OCA, angle POA will be equal to similarly to angle OCA. Okay. Now, if you are going to add these two equations, take it as equation 1 and take it as equation 2. If you are going to add these equations, so it will be angle POB, this angle POA is equal to 2 angle OCA plus angle OCA and OCB. Okay. Now, if you see here, POA and POB will be equal to AOB. Okay, so this will be equal to angle AOB equal to OCA and OCB will be equal to angle ACB equal to angle ACB. So we have proved here, okay, that the angle that is subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended at any point of the circle. Same arc, if same arc is subtending an angle at the center at and any point of the circle, it will be just double. Ratio will be 1:2. Understood this part, this theorem? Just look at it here, okay? And if you have still any doubt, I can explain. Okay, from here you can see. Understood? Fazan, any doubt? Arham, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now the same thing applies in the second also, the second case. Okay, when there is a diameter. Okay, and this special case you will study also. Will study that the angle subtended by with the on the diameter is 90 degree. Okay, because why? Again, this formula will only apply here. The angle will be what? 180. Here the angle will be 180, and here it should be half of 180, so it will become 90. Okay, we'll see here, we'll prove this in the formula. Okay, and in the third case, the second case also, you will apply the same thing, that this angle will be equal to this angle plus this angle, and this angle will be equal to this angle plus this angle. Okay, and similarly it will be equal. Okay, so the same process will be applied, so you don't need to mention, you can just directly mention for cases first and second we have this result, and for case third. And now what is there in case third? Now if in case third you will see, so this angle will be equal to half of this angle, the reflex angle we will be taking. Okay, ये अंदर वाला नहीं लेना है, ये रिफ्लेक्स पार्ट लोगे आप. ठीक है फिर? अंडरस्टूड? क्योंकि सेंटर पे क्या एंगल बन रहा है, we should take. So in this third case you will take the reflex angle. Don't forget about this. Understood? So this is your first theorem. Okay. Now let's go to the theorem second. Now here note is there for the third case. Okay. Angle ACB is equal to 2 reflex ABC for case 3. Okay. Now angle in the same segment of the circle are equal. Okay. If we are forming an angle in the same segment of a circle, then they are equal. Okay. Segment is what? This is called a segment. Okay. This is a segment. And this is a major and minor segment. Now, this segment, with this segment, if you are making an angle at any point of the circle, okay, of a circle, then the both are equal. Okay, maybe one this, maybe one this. Okay, if the segment is same, then the angle will be equal. Okay, now let's prove that here. So, how we are going to prove? See, what we can do, we can make an angle at the center with construction. Okay. So we already have seen the theorem that the angle subtended at a center by an arc is double the angle subtended by any point at the circle. So this angle will be equal to, if I ABC. Okay, so we can say this angle will be twice angle B, sorry, half angle B. Na? This angle will be, this angle will be half angle B, and this angle will also be half angle B. Yes or no? According to this, okay, this angle is at center. This angle is at the center. You can say angle O and angle O. ठीक है, ये center पे angle है. So at center, if the arc, the angle at the center by an arc is double the angle subtended by the same arc at any point of the circle. So ये आपका कोई भी point है circle पे, मान लो PQ, okay. So angle Q will be equal to half of angle O at the center, okay, and angle P will also be half of angle O at the center, okay. So that means angle P, so angle P is equal to angle Q because they are both half of angle O, okay. And always when you are mentioning angle, I'm just for explaining in short, I have written O and A and B, but you have to mention all the three vertex of the angle, okay. Now angle in a semicircle is right angle. I've just explained you, okay. We'll just quickly see angle at the semicircle is right angle. Why? Now, what theorem we have covered just now? That the angle subtended at the center is twice the angle subtended by the same arc at any point of the circle. Now this is an arc, PQ is an arc. ओके ये PQ आपका आर्क है और ये कौन सा कितना एंगल सबटेंड कर रहा है 180 डिग्री ओके यस और नो now this angle is at any point of the circle. Now what it will be half of angle at the center, so half of angle POQ, so it will be equal to half of angle 180 degree, which is equal to 90 degree. Okay, so you have to remember this, that the angle subtended by the diameter or angle in a semicircle is always right angle. सेमी सर्कल के वो साथ जो एंगल बनेगा वो हमेशा 90 डिग्री बनेगा, चाहे वो इधर आए, चाहे वो इधर आए, चाहे वो बीच में आए, चाहे किधर भी आए, इट विल ऑलवेज बी 90 डिग्री. ओके, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's see theorem number 4. Now what does it says here? If a line segment joining two points subtends equal angles at two other points, okay, two other points lying on the same side of the line joining the line segment, the 4 points lie on a circle, okay, that is they are concyclic. Concyclic means that all the points are lying on the circle. Circle के ऊपर lie करेंगे, circle की जो boundary है वो होता है main circle, ठीक है, उस पे lie करेंगे, circle के अंदर या circle के बाहर नहीं lie करेंगे. That means it is a concyclic. Okay, this is the meaning of concyclic. So whenever you hear the word concyclic, means all the points are lying on the circle. Okay, so what does it say is that if a line segment joining 2 points, okay, if a line segment joining 2 points, that is here in the figure AB. AB is a line segment, okay, which is joining 2 points A and B, are subtending equal angles at 2 other points. Okay, 2 other points means on the same side you have to take. एक ही साइड पे आपको लेना है, सो यू कैन नॉट टेक वन एट अप साइड एंड वन एट डाउन साइड. ये आपने कोई एंगल लिया और ये एक इधर ले लिया, एक इधर लिया. नो, should be on the same side. Okay, so on the same side, so you have to prove that the line containing the line segment, the 4 points are on the or lie on the circle. That means if I'm having a circle, this is a line segment AB. Okay, now it is holding an angle, okay, at any point C. Okay, now we have to prove that they are concyclic. Okay, concyclic mean it should lie on the circle. Okay, so we have to prove this, that they are lying on the point D is on the circle. Okay, it is asking you to tell all the points are on the circle. Okay, but it is what is given, that angle C and angle D is equal. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to assume that this angle, this point D is above or below. Okay, this point B is above or below. Okay, so you can take E or E dash. Okay, so now what we can do, see, angle ACB is equal to angle ADB. That is given. Okay, it is given that angle ACB is equal to angle ADB. Okay, now what we are going to do, since we have taken extra line, so ACB, Now angle ACB will be equal to AEB. Okay, because angle of the same segment, we have just seen that the angle on the same segment are equal. Same segment पे जो angle बनेंगे आपके वो equal होंगे. Okay, so that means that this angle C is equal to angle E because they are on the same segment AB. Okay, angle C is equal to angle E as on same segment. Understood? Okay, so as they are on the same segment, so therefore their angles will be equal. Okay, now, but what it is given that angle C is equal to angle D. Okay, angle C is equal to angle D. I am not mentioning the whole. You have to write ACB is equal to ADB. Okay, ये क्या आपको given है. Okay, so what does mean that angle C आपका both side है. So from these two, angle E is equal to angle D. Okay, but how can two angles be equal? Angle E and angle D. Okay, because we have assumed that instead of D ही हमने E लिया हुआ है ना? So that means if they're equal, that means D is coinciding with E. Okay, and if D is coinciding with E, that means they are the point D is also lying on the circle. So our assumption is wrong. Okay, and the points are concyclic. A, B, C, D are concyclic. Understood? Shazan, Advika, have any doubt?
No, ma'am.
If you feel like that you're having doubts, so after class you can go through all of this. Okay, it will be uploaded in your Alamkul app or your student location. Okay, and after going through that, still you find any doubt, so you can check it. We can check in the next class. Okay, now if you have understood all the theorems what I have explained you, so you can easily do this question. So try to do this question. Do it fast and tell me the answer. Tell me the measurement of ADC and ABC. Which theorem are you going to apply to find out the values? So which theorem you are going to apply? This is same the diagram. The angle subtended by an arc at center is double the angle subtended by the same arc at any point of the circle. Okay, that means angle ADC will be equal to half of angle AOC. You will have to mention the theorem also. So angle ADC will be equal to half of angle 100 degree, which is angle ADC is equal to 50 degree. Okay. Now this one, if you see the case, this one, so this angle will be half of this. Okay, the reflex one. In this case, you will see the reflex of the third point. It is here. Okay, so angle ABC will be equal to half of angle AOC, and this one is the reflex angle. Now, what will be the reflex angle? Half of 360 minus 360 degree minus 100. Okay, so it will be half of 260, 130 degree. Angle ABC will be equal to 130 degree. Understood? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Now, again, this question. Okay, so what about this? AB is the diameter of the circle. Okay, AB is the diameter of the circle, CO, and radius OD is perpendicular to AB. Okay, OD जो है वो perpendicular है AB पे. If there is any point C on arc DB, then find BAD and ACD. BAD. This angle we have to find. Okay, and ACD is this angle. Now, how you are going to find these two angles? The theorems will only be used if you want to go very simple, I think. So, as it is the diameter, so this angle will be always 90 degree because it is on the point is on the circle. Okay, OD is perpendicular to AB, radius OD. Okay, so it will be 90 degree, and these two are the radius of the circle, or AB and DB. It is written or not perpendicular to AB. If this OD is perpendicular to AB. Okay, D is the point. Okay, so these two are the radius. So that means it is an isosceles triangle, and these two are equal since it is 90 degrees. So it will be 45 degree in the very lame way. Okay, कि आपने बिल्कुल भी वो नहीं किया कुछ भी और easily निकाल लिया. ठीक है. But if we are going to apply the theorem that we have just studied just now, what we have studied, so how we are going to do? See. If you see the arc BD, आर्क BD अगर आप लेते हो, okay, for arc BD, this angle is at the center. Yes, this angle is at the center, and this is equal to 90 degree. Okay, now this for arc, same arc BD, this angle, okay, ये वाला जो है आपका पोर्शन, ये आपका any point of the circle है ना? So it will be half of 90 degree. Okay, so it will be equal to 45 degree, because this arc is somewhere at any other point. Okay, from the theorem number 1 only I'm explaining. Okay, so this will be equal to 45 degree. Yes or no? Yes or no? And the same way we are going to do this one, that this angle is at the center for the arc AD, and for that same arc AD, this is at any point of the circle. So this will be equal to half of angle AOD. यहाँ पे भी मैं लिख देती हूँ, half of angle DOB. Okay, AOD. So it will be equal to half of 90 degree, which is equal to 45 degree. Okay, understood, Shazan and Arham? This is also 45 degree, and this is also 45 degree. Have you understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we'll be starting with the cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, so what do you mean by cyclic quadrilateral? Cyclic quadrilateral means all the points of the quadrilateral will lie on the circle. Circle के ऊपर सारे जो four corners होते हैं, वो सारे four corners आपके circle के ऊपर lie करेंगे. Okay, you can see all the four corners A, B, C, D are on the circle. Okay, now some relationship between the angles, opposite angles of the quadrilateral. Let's see them. Okay, the sum of either pair of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. Okay, either pair means opposite, जो opposite angles होंगे quadrilateral के, उनका sum जो होगा 180 degree होगा. Okay, that means angle A plus angle C will be equal to 180 degree, and angle B plus angle D will also be equal to 180 degree. Okay, now how can we prove that? We'll be using again theorem. Okay, now you have a cyclic quadrilateral. So just you're having cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, this is a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, so what we are going to do, we यहाँ पे सेंटर पे हम एक एंगल बना लेंगे. ओके, ये थोड़ा एंगल नहीं हो रहा, तो थोड़ा सा एंगल की तरह इसको और ऊपर करो. ओके, सो दिस एंगल, अगर आप इसको x लेते हो, y लेते हो, ये एंगल जो होगा, और ये वाला रिफ्लेक्स एंगल y है. ठीक है, सो ये एंगल क्या होगा? दिस एंगल विल बी हाफ ऑफ एंगल x. ओके, एंड दिस एंगल विल बी half of angle y. Okay, so half of x plus half of y will be equal to what? Half you take common, and angle x plus angle y. Okay, so angle x plus angle y is what? Angle x plus y, you can see it is completing a circle, so it will be 360 degree. So it will be 360 degree, which will be equal to half of, so not half of, so it will be equal to 180 degree. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now similarly you can do with angle B and angle D also. Okay, because angle B plus angle D का sum जो हो जाएगा, वो equal हो जाएगा what? 180 degree, sorry, 360 degree minus 180 degree. That means angle A plus angle C, because the sum of all the four sides will be equal to 360 degree. Okay, if the sum of pair of opposite angles of a quadrilateral is 180 degree, then quadrilateral is cyclic. Okay, so now it is just the reverse of the theorem that we have seen, that if the sum of the pair of opposite angles of a quadrilateral is 180 degree, then quadrilateral is cyclic. तब quadrilateral जो है वो cyclic होगा. So now how can we prove that? See, angle B plus angle E. Okay, we have to prove that the quadrilateral is cyclic now. So if we have to prove that the quadrilateral is cyclic, that means all the points lie on the circle. So what we are going to do, we can assume that point D is not on the circle, it is inside the circle at E. Okay, so if it is at E, so angle B plus E will be equal to 180 degree, according to the given condition that the sum of opposite angles of the quadrilateral is equal to 180 degree. So angle B plus angle E is equal to 180 degree. Okay, but what is given, that angle B is equal to angle D. Okay, ये जो हमारा कंडीशन है, थ्योरम जो है, थ्योरम के अकॉर्डिंग एंगल B plus angle E is equal to 180 degree. Okay, but what is given, that angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. That means angle E is equal to angle D. Okay, yes or no? So that means again that B is coinciding with, sorry, E is coinciding with D. Okay, understood? So that means E is lying on the circle and our all the points A, B, C, D is a cyclic quadrilateral. Any doubt, Shazan and Arhan?
No, ma'am, it's fine.
Okay, so now I think it's time you can start with your assignment. Okay, or you can do first this question and this chapter will also be completed. Okay, and then you can start with assignment. With in the adjoining figure, if angle DBC is equal to 80 degree and angle BAC is equal to 40 degree, then find angle BCD. Okay, BCD. This whole angle you have to find. Okay. Further, if AB is equal to BC, AB and BC are equal. Okay. Then find ECD. Then you have to find ECD. Just okay. What you can do, you can start assignment and note down first. Note down this question.